All right, and good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Brick Palace here in East Bremerton, Washington, home of the Bremerton Wildcats and of Fall League Basketball here at Sheridan Park Gym. Tonight, the DC Alumni taking on the Wildcats. Wildcats have won both of the meetings between DC Alumni and have that two-game winning streak holding against them there. The Wildcats and the right now sitting at 1-1 in Fall League play. Underrated is 2-0, Scrubbers Tribe 2-0, Andros Rec 0-2, much needed a win. And win tonight will certainly help their cause in the Fall League standings. The Cyclones are 0-2 to start the season. Well, tonight's broadcast is presented by Bremerton 76 on the corner of Road and Wheaton Way in East Bremerton, home of the best deli. And on the go, biscuits and gravy every day. That is Bremerton 76. Well, for the DC Alumni coming into tonight, see Jake Johnson, the leading scorer in the team was 16.5 a game, 15 rebounds a game. He's very young, a former Wildcat, will be joining the squad. D. Summers, averaging 12 points a clip. Michael Davis, 13 points a game, 6 assists a game, and a pair of assists a game. Marcus Gans comes in his first season with DC. Frank Maupin's a former Olympic College player as well in his first season for DC Alumni Redemption Tour here today at the Park and Rec facilities here at the Community Sheridan Park Gym. Well, we're about ready to get underway here at the Bremerton Park and Rec facilities. Wildcats, well, they come into tonight, well, pretty much a new-look team are the Wildcats. A few familiar faces. Some of those are not here tonight, shooting up for the Bremerton Wildcats, taking on DC Alumni here at the Sheridan Park Community Center. Michael Davis, Jake Johnson, Demetrius Summers, very young Marcus Gantz on the floor to start things off for DC Alumni. And the usual suspects with the uniforms on, refereeing tonight as well. See Cheryl across from us talking over things with DC Alumni. Well, on the far side of the floor, the Wildcats just still getting warmed up and ready to come out on the floor. For the Wildcats, a 58-78 demolishing from the Squamish Tribe, giving them their opening league loss. And then the Admirals Rec coming off a big loss at 117-60 to underrated. Wildcats coming off a 75-72 win last week over Admirals Rec. So everybody's shaking hands, getting ready on the floor. And Jameer Johnson will tip things off against Jake Johnson. Perry Johnson's on the floor. Jake Johnson. The DC Alumni in their green uniforms, and the tip into the Wildcats for Tinny Viofi getting to start tonight. Wild comes back as Viofi misses a shot, leaps up, pulls it down his own rebound. Controlled. Out to the near side for three, in and out. Had time by Enoch Taylor. On the run, here they come in the front court. DC Alumni, very young, flips one off the back rim, gets his own rebound. Flips it out. Out on top to Gantz. Feeds it down low to Young. Pushes his way in, goes up to the left hand and scores. 2-0 DC. Wildcats back in to Jameer Johnson. Works against Jake Johnson. Spins into the lane. Hits all cylinders and drops through. For Jameer Johnson, knocks the game at 2. Our first tie here in the first half of action live from the Brick Palace. Summers out on top. Hands it off to Davis. Uses the pick, walks into one. Misses it off right. And the Summers leaps into the fray but draws a loose ball foul. What's up, Enoch? He'll be playing basketball. We'll be there broadcasting Enoch Taylor and the Bremerton Knights this Friday right here on ISBNsports.com against the North Mason Bulldogs. 6:30 kickoff at Bremerton Memorial Stadium. A shot off the mark that time by Bino. Maurice Podestine. Rebound pulled down by Johnson, the team leader in rebounds with 15 points a game for DC Alumni. Just pass leaped up and stolen away by Jameer. Long pass down to Bino. Pushed from behind by Summers, and a foul on Summers, sending Bino Benelstein to the free throw line for the 2 free throws for the Bremerton Wildcats. First dance action, you're listening to Bremerton Wildcats Basketball on ISPNsports.com at ISPN Sports Facebook page. You watch the replay as well on the Facebook page, or just simply go to ISPNsports.com, click on the YouTube link, and watch the full screen there for your viewing pleasure. Bruno hits the first free throw, making it 3-2. Wildcats, our first lead change. And the Wildcats get their biggest lead at 2. At the 18-minute mark, 4-2 for unanswered points by Wildcats. Step back 3, short. There's Jake Johnson leaping into the lane, grabbing the offensive rebound and sticking it back up and in. Jake Johnson ties the game up at 4. Our second tie of the game. Here's Johnson with the steal on the outlet pass out on top. Trying to get out on top to Jameer, thrown away by Jake Johnson. Davis splits the fingers, goes in, hangs in the air, leaves it short. Ball tipped up high in the air. Tinny Viofi comes out of the backcourt with it on the run, curls back out to Bino, far side of the floor, finds wide open underneath for the Wildcats.
All right, you guys, slow it down. Pace yourselves.
Don't have him on my roster. Have on last week's washer. Here's Young going in. Here's a shot. Wildcats lead it 6-4. Bino out on the far side. Gives it into Jameer Johnson. Goes in. Behind the back pass to Tinney. Flips up with the right hand. Off the mark, no good. Ball tapped out of play. It's going to be long to the Wildcats. Off to our left. Wildcats out on top. 6-4 lead. Long shot off the mark, no good. Johnson with the rebound. He'll pull it down and walk the ball out of backcourt. DC Alumni going from our left to our right. First half action. 6-4 Wildcats on top. And quickly back the other way. DC Alumni notch things up at 6. Our third tie already in this one. Jameer Johnson hounded by Young. Reese with this time. Drives in. Nice pass underneath on the baseline to Tinney. Passes to Jameer Johnson. He'll flip one up and in. Jameer Johnson, his 4th point. 8-6 Wildcats. Jake Johnson, far corner, high arcing shot off the mark. Summers with the offensive putback and hits. D. Summers ties the game up at 8. Our 4th tie here in the first half already. With 15 minutes to go here in the first half, and we have an injury timeout to Jameer Johnson. We'll step aside as well. You're listening to Bremerton Wildcats Basketball, presented by Bremerton 76.
Well, make sure you know their names this time. That do guys mark it.
Hot sauce.
There's his name. I knew I had it from last week. All right, welcome back to the action here at the Brick Palace. Enoch Taylor, double team, flips it out far side to Maurice Podestine for a hop angle 3. In and out, Kobosh with the rebound. Out on top to Taylor, elevates just to the left of the free throw line from 18 feet and hits Enoch Taylor. Knocking down the deuce. Wildcats break the tie in our 4th lead change here in the first half. It's a 10-10 tie. D. Summers. I don't think they put that up on the board that they did it. Here's Davis. Flips one in. Of course, I could be wrong. 10-8. And what do we got here? Pushing foul. 14 minutes to go here in the first half. 10-8 Wildcats on top. Could be a good close game here today. Enoch Tater giving away to Michael Davis as he crosses the half-court stripe into front court. Gets a pick from Johnson. Feeds it in to Javari Young. Goes up to the left hand and is fouled on to play. He'll go to the line shooting to Javari Young. Javari Young, a former Wildcat. Now with DC Alumni. And the first free throw, hierarchy free throw in and out. Off the mark by Young. 13 minutes and change to go here in the first half. Wildcats 10. DC Alumni 8. Back iron free throw controlled by Johnson. Saved by someone from going out of bounds. Flips it into Jake Johnson. To Young with the left hand. And throws it up in. Nice job that time by Jake Johnson to save it from going out of bounds. Flips it in. And Javari Young pulls some things off and ties the score at 10. Our fifth tie. Enoch Tater eyes one up and misses it wide right. Does not draw iron. Air ball from Enoch. DC Alumni basketball. Hesitation move by Young, or by Davis, rather, working against the defense of Tater. Out on top to Johnson. There's Gans. Flips it in to the opposite side, and DC Alumni scores. They take a 12-10 lead. That was Michael Davis, our last shot. We got a foul called on DC Alumni, leading at 12-10. 5 lead changes, 4 ties here in the first half. 5 ties. 4 ties, 5 lead changes to be exact here in the first half. Bino's free throw hits. Ties the game at 12. It's a pass to Johnson, who leaps up and scores. Ties the game up at 12. Our 6th tie, the first half. Elevating and knocking down the triple is Joseph Kroger. 15-12. I could have sworn now it was a 3. Yeah, it was. 15-14. Now the 15-14. Here's the score. 10:41 to go. Wildcats 15, TCL 14. Very Young at the free throw line. He'll be in flex and hierarchy free throw. Kinnerum's off the mark. Next free throw coming up by Young. Wyatt and back iron too, but a rebound flip back out into Young. Leaves it short off the front rim. Biofi almost traveled with the hands off to Tater. Flies back, uses the window, leaves it short. Ball tapped up high, but controlled by Biofi. Out on top to Kroger. Set shot for 3. Barely grazes the rim. Is saved from going out of bounds on the far side of the floor by Modestine. Scoops one into Taylor. He can't handle the pass. And corralling it in was Jake Johnson. He's stealed by DC Alumni. Out to Summers, far side of the floor. DC going left to right. Hands out to Johnson. Splits the fingers. Hangs and there it hits. Jake Johnson is 6 point here in the first half. 16-15, another lead change. And we got another one. The Wildcats come back the other way and score. 17, 18, 16. Underneath is Young for DC Alumni. Ties things up at 18. Our 7th tie comes at the 9:08 mark. Here in the first half. Bino sets, fires. Off the mark. Inside is Teneviopi to get the offensive rebound. Leads up and is fouled on the play. He'll go to the free throw line for the Wildcats with 8:52 and ticking here in the first half. Teneviopi, 2016 Bremerton Knight, will badly miss the first free throw. Next free throw coming up by Kenny. Trying to break this 18-18 tie. Next free throw is good by Tenney. He scores. Wildcats lead at 19-18. Our 8th lead change here in the first half, believe it or not. Far side of the floor. Davis fires in and out. Jameer Johnson yanks down the rebound, having a nice big tug of his shirt. I believe it was Young grabbing his shirt. It draws a loose ball foul. 19-18, Wildcats on top. We have 8 lead changes here in the first half and 7 ties. And a turnover by the Wildcats coming back the other way. Gans to Young to Johnson. Near side to Gans, Dre's baseline right, fires one inside, too strong. Ricochets into the hands of Joseph Trover, 2015 Bremerton Knight, and 2016 Liverpool College Ranger. Comes back to the way, is bumped by Johnson, fouled by Johnson, and Kroger will go to the free throw line for the Bremerton Wildcats with 7:14 to go here in the first half, and we see a 19-18 Wildcats lead. Joseph Kroger, 6 foot, bends flex and makes the free throw. Extending the Wildcats' lead to 2, equaling their biggest lead at 2. And he makes them both. Gives Wildcats their biggest lead with 3, believe it or not, with under 7 minutes to go now here in the first half. Young, left-hand scoop shot and scores. DeBerry Young narrows the gap, 21-20. DC Alumni trailing the Wildcats. Enoch Trader raises up in 16, just from the left of the free throw line. Misses the shot. Viopi with a rebound. He'll flip it up and off the mark, no good. On a pair of hops off the heel. Gans yanks down the rebound, hands off to Michael Davis. Drives in, hands off to Young, goes in left hand, too strong. Jameer Johnson yanks down the rebound. Young picks himself up off the hardwood. Hands off to Kroger, back to Tenney for 3, near side. Very great as the rim. Rebound pulled down by Summers, but his outlet pass is deflected away into the hands of Bino, who elevates and raises up and misses the shot. Ball tapped out to Taylor. Off angle 3, swash. Enoch Taylor hits the cord, giving the Wildcats a 24-20 lead, their biggest lead. Hit 5:41 to go. And they'll fix the net at one end. And inbounds right in front of us here at the court side here at the Bremerton Park and Rec facility here at the community Sheridan Park Gym. Young works against Fiopi. Has that left-hand scoop shot, and he wraps around the left hash to Davis. He fires around from the baseline, off the mark, no good. Rebound pulled down by Viopi. Quick outlet pass to Wittestein. Nice interest pass to Jameer Johnson going in, throws it in and good. Off the nice feed by Bino, precision vision by Bino. Finds Jameer Johnson down low, slashing into the lane. And the Wildcats get their biggest lead now at 6. But back the other way come DC Alumni. Narrowing the gap, 26-23. And there's Bino Wittestein, raising up and he getting a 3. 29-23. Wildcats lead it. Their biggest lead of the night sits at 6 with 4:38 to go here in the first half of action. We have a timeout on the floor. We will step aside as well. You're listening to Fall League Basketball on ISBNSports.com. And portion of the broadcast is presented by BremertonBasketball.com, Cooper Auto Repair, Almost Canada Photography, Minute Day Spa, Tiny Messam Sign Shop, Chiropractic Lifestyle Center, PC Parts and Service, H&K Insurance, Fraternal Order of Eagles 192 in Bremerton, and Akira Los Cazadores Mexican Restaurant in East Bremerton. Well, 29-23, the Wildcats have built themselves up now. A 6-point bulge. We have 4:38 to go here in the first half. Wildcats trying to string together a pair of consecutive wins as DC Alumni, after getting destroyed last week, we'll see if they can pick up a W tonight. Michael Davis in the front court as they're going from a left to a right. DC Alumni to Gans, to Johnson. Inside to Summers. Spins him the right hand that time. No foul called. Almost stolen away by Johnson. Does steal it away. The ball tipped out but still controlled. Ball tapped out from Summers to Johnson for three. Underneath the Young. Now to Summers. Scoops one out to Davis for three. Air ball off the right. And we'll roll out of bounds. Frantic action inside that time and good defense as well for DC Alumni. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Kroger between the leg dribble just off to our left. Wildcats going right to our left. Kroger still with it. Hangs in the air. Almost hung in the air too long. And finally flips out to Enoch Taylor. Works out the pick from Johnson. Now to Kroger. Fires one on top to Monestine. Far side to Biopi. Working out the pick and release as Enoch Taylor can't make the lay-in. Rebound pulled down by Johnson. Out to Summers in the front court. Inside to Young. Misses the shot. Ball tapped out. Controlled by Young. He flips one up off the mark. No good. Foul underneath. Then what do we got? A foul going to go against a loose ball foul called on DC Alumni. I thought Bino thought I might go against them. Indeed goes against the DC Alumni. Trailing by 6. 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Yeah, the shooting foul. It might be a one-on-one opportunity now for the Wildcats. With under 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Jameer Johnson at the free throw line. He's a short. Rebound pulled down by Biofi. He anticipated the miss. Curls out to the near side. Elevates for three and hits Teddy Biofi a big three. 32-23. Wildcats' biggest lead by 9. DC has only scored 5 points in the last 5 minutes. Biofi with the rebound. Scoops it out to Bino. He'll elevate for three. Front rim no good. Gans yanks down the rebound. Vinny with the steal. Deep to the head for Enoch. Look out. He goes up and gently leads it over the front rim and good. 34-23. Wildcats have gone on a run. Wildcats have gone on a 13-5 run. Kroger Mack the other way elevates and scores. 36-23, just like that. Biggest lead of 13. Mack the other way, underneath. Young arcing three and hits. $36-25. Wildcats lead by 11. Kroger for a long three. Leaves it short. Rebound pulled down by Biopi. Far side to Bino. Where he gets a good defense. Summers all over him. Find him like an Afghan. Fires inside to both of you. I thought he went a walk. Didn't do it. Feeds out for Kroger for three. Front rim no good. Biopi pulls down another. Nope. I thought he had another offensive rebound. Under a minute to go now. 36-25. Gans to Johnson. Free throw line for 15 and hits. Jake Johnson comes up big. He has 8 unofficially in the first half. 36-27. Mack within 9. Gans to Johnson. Again at the free throw line, met there by Viopi. Outside for Summers for a long three. Back iron no good. Viopi leaps up, pulls down the rebound. Long pass down to Jameer. He goes up, and he mills the dunk. Rebound pulled down by Gans. 20 seconds to go, first half. Wildcats lead it by 9. Johnson, he's been hot. Elevates and hits. Jake Johnson, the triple. The ripple in the triple by Johnson. 36-30. Just like that. That 13-point lead is gone. Kroger at the buzzer. Misses wide right. And just like that, we are at a halftime. Your score, Wildcats 36 and DC Alumni 30. We're back with second half action. We come back. You're listening to Park and Rec Basketball at ISPNsports.com.